Good morning, everyone. We are starting today the fourth Perek, the fourth chapter of Megilat Ruth, the last and final chapter of the book of Ruth, Megilat Ruth. And we are up to in the story that Boaz tells Ruth he's going to figure it out with the other Goel, with the other person, who's going to be the one to do the Yibum with her, who's going to be the one to do the marriage with Ruth. And Ruth comes home, tells her mother-in-law. Mother-in-law says, "Don't worry, he's going to take care of it today." So the pasuk starts, "Boaz Allah Hashar." Boaz went to the gate. The gate is always referring to the Bedin. He went to the Bedin, and first you can say that he wanted to find a shaliach Bedin, a messenger from the Bedin, to go and find this person. And we said the person's name, his name was Tov. And we're going to see in a moment that he's called something else, but because he didn't want to do the mitzvah. But Boaz goes to the Bedin in order to get a messenger to try calling this guy, to try finding him to do the job. Vayeshev Sham, he sat there, Boaz. Vehine, and behold. Vehine is always like a surprise. Surprise. Hagoel over, Asher Diber Boaz. The guy passed by, who Boaz was talking about. This person he was looking for, passed by, happened to pass by. Vayomer, and he said to him, Surah Shevapo, come over here, sit over here. Ploni Almoni. He called him Ploni Almoni, which means hidden. We're going to see in a moment. Vayasar Vayeshev, and he came over and he sat down beside Boaz. So Ploni Almoni is, nowadays, I think even in modern Hebrew, it's like John Doe or so and so, like a name that's hidden. And the word Ploni, Rashi says, comes from the word Hayipale me Hashem davar. Is there anything hidden from God? Ploni, from the word hidden. Almoni, actually the word almon. Almon means a widower. And the Mefarshim will explain that this person who didn't want to do the mitzvah of going with Ruth was a widower missing the proper understanding of the pasuk of that in the Torah it says that a Moavi cannot marry a Jewish person even if they convert. A Moaviyah, a lady, can. And that was a big discussion as we started, very big discussion, a very big debate as to if a Moavi and an Ammoni, if they convert, can they marry Jews or not? And many said no. Boaz was of the opinion that yes, that was our tradition. And this person was Almon, he was a widower from that law and didn't want to get involved because he didn't, he said, no, it's asur, he didn't want to get involved. But the halakha was that it was allowed. And that's the reason why he ultimately didn't want to go with Ruth. He didn't want to sin according to his opinion. But he was wrong in that. So he calls over this person. The person sits there. And then Boaz, Vayikach asara anashim miziknei ha'ir. Boaz takes 10 men from the elders of the city. Vayomer shevu po. He told them sit here. Vayeshevu, and they sat. It also shows that Boaz was a very significant person in the community. He was a tzaddik, and they were listening to him. He calls the person, come over here. The guy says, what do you want me to do? Get out of here. I have business to do. I have to go somewhere. 10 people, come sit here. They sit. They listen to him. So what's the 10 people for? So the Gemara explains two things from here. Number one is he wanted to mefarsem, to really teach the people about this halakha, that if a Moaviyah and an Ammonite, if they convert, these ladies, then they can marry Jews. It's only the men that there's a prohibition on. But if these ladies, so he wanted to really teach these 10 in order for them to perpetuate and to teach others that this is indeed the halakha, etc. Another reason for the 10 was because he thought that he's going to be making a deal right there and then between him or this person to who's going to take root. And to do the bracha, birkat chatanim, the sheva brachot, we learned from here that you're supposed to have 10 people in attendance. If there's no 10 people, if there's no minyan at a wedding, I mean, technically, you could do a wedding, a man and a lady, with 2 witnesses. That's the bare minimum, but they can't do the brachot, the sheva brachot. That you need 10 people. That's from here. The Boaz took 10 men because he's now officiating. He's doing a wedding. She might have been there, but who's sealing the deal? So we learned Birkat Chatanim needs a minyan from here. And the last pasuk for today is that Boaz tells Vayomer la Goel. He tells the Redeemer. And the pasuk calls this guy the Redeemer, Tov, because he was the one closest. Remember, he was the uncle of Ruth. He was the first. He had the first dibs, the first right to marry her. There was a part of a field that belonged to our brother Elimelech. Elimelech, remember, is the husband of Naomi, father-in-law of Ruth, and to Boaz it's his uncle, to this guy Tov it's his brother. So he says, remember, there's a piece of the field that belonged to your brother Elimelech, Achinu Elimelech, and it's his uncle. Machara Naomi. Naomi sold it, but it doesn't mean sold, but it's up for sale, ready to be sold. Hashava misadeh Moab. She's the one that came back from Moab. Naomi came back from Moab. She's ready to sell the piece of land. What's going on over here? Elimelech lost all of his fortune when he went to Moab, but there was a piece that was for Naomi, which was in the ketubah. Now when he died, she gets a ketubah. She gets her insurance policy. She gets something from him. He had nothing left in Moab. He had a little piece of land still in Eretz Israel. So now she's coming. She wants to put it for sale. But now we're going to see this tomorrow, where Boaz tells this person, "Oh, look, you're going to marry into the family because Ruth also gets a piece of this land." We're going to see. So you're going to marry into the family. You're going to also get this. You're the goel. You're the closest relative. Are you going to do this? Are you going to make this marriage with Ruth or not? We're going to see that tomorrow. Baruch Adonai le'olam. Amen ve'amen. Rabbi Chananya ben Akasha omer, רצה הקדוש ברוך הוא לזכות את יסלפיך חיבה למתרום הזה שנאמר, אדוני חפץ למען צדקו, יגדיל תורה וידיר.